Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready. Their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. Start he was hoping for there is he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Defense for the Chiefs, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. To throw, Mayfield. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Back deep, Greg Ward. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Play action. It's Darnold. And he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to for him. He's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Darnold. They'll find Ayuk open right side. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
So they give up the completion there, but defensively, Charles, you're going up against a quarterback here who's had some moments, but really a lot of ups and downs in the early part of his career. What's the plan against a guy like this?
Well, you want to rattle him first and foremost. Bring some people at him, a couple extra guys in the pocket, see if he can handle it. The second thing, you want to make him think. Show him one look, go to another, disguise a few things, make him throw into what you call your defensive traps, and try to make some good plays on the ball and get a few takeaways.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And down to the 20. Pick up there at 22.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
Now Darnold going to take it and just bat this one forward to his wideout. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
From the 16, Darnold. Got a man, that's Ayuk. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Again, Darnold. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll go with Jones. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. L'Jarius Sneed up to make the play defensively. So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that. Talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
back down to 2. We're going to get a timeout here. So as they take it over, we step aside. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's Tressway now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. On the return is Ward. So a change of possession here on the cover with a new set of downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. A play fake, and it's Darnold. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Here's Jackson. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy 1st down. Running right, here's Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
2nd and 10. Mayfield. The Sanders has got it complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders.
When you're dead last in the NFL in third down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about them picking up that one? That was big for them.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already. So he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
On first down, Sanders. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Darius Williams in there to make the tackle.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Here's Sanders. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you not got too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Faking the give, Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Forced out to his left. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. off of play action. Darnold. He sets to fire deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson.
Bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So plenty now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word.
Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
Partner, if you and I were playing quarterback in this one, we would be really confident right now throwing it to him, wouldn't we?
Yeah, he's been spectacular. He's just saying, hey, I was all state. 40 already and another 1st and 10.
Now Darnold going to take it and just bat this one forward to his wideout.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. On 2nd and 9, Darnold. That'll be caught by Anderson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Darnold now to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. To throw is Darnold. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. That's caught right side by Anderson. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
At the 6-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Darnold. On the move to his left. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Brandon Ayuk with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Another run with Sanders. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give right side. It's Sanders. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Mayfield. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Mayfield down. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. The give is to Jones. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Gain of 6. That's good for Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
Now it's Darnold. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get ready. Hit him. 49 the mic. Watch 49.
Now Darnold. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And his guys are going to have the football back as the third quarter comes to an end.
We got this.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. From the 38, Mayfield. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Throwing, Mayfield. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. A give running left, it's Sanders. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Hill on 1st down. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first. Now Hill looking to throw on 1st. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. Hill now operating from the red zone. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Sanders is in. Touchdown, Dallas. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offense. Are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it
play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
they have to be aggressive here.
And now defensively they're going to burn their first time. Timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
56.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Following the interception, Mayfield. That swung out wide to Sanders. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 101 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now 1st down carry by Sanders, well defensed as they'll hold him to just a couple. 2nd down coming up.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
2nd and 8. Mayfield. And he slings one that's incomplete. who's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Mayfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Meanwhile, Darnold's throw complete here to Ayuk. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down. Darnold now to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down.
Third and 12.
Again, it's Jones. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be fourth down now. They'll go with Jones. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. So this one in the win.